go. Up on the tube. Nice. All right. Let's get things rolling on the Tiki Talks. That's off. There we go. Look at you, Jared. First again. Good for you. Impeccable timing. Good evening, Tay. How are you? Welcome on in, guys. Welcome on in. How about we tapping that screen and hitting that live goal, and we'll get things rocking and rolling. Hey, Aaron. Thanks for joining up on the tube. See you guys over there. Appreciate you. Flashpoint over on the tube. We talk about all politics. We're talking about Pete Hegseth up here. We're talking about MAGA in general. We're talking about the Republican Party. Unfortunately, the Republican Party is Donald Trump these days. And really, there is no separation. So I would love to not talk about him anymore, but unfortunately, he's all that there is. So, sucks. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Did I like Biden? Biden was okay. I didn't love him. Didn't hate him. But he certainly did a lot of good policy things comparatively. I mean, compared to Trump administration, it's no contest. Guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, though, hop on up. That's interesting that you say that, Nathan, on the tube, because I wasn't streaming during the Biden administration. I actually started in January of this year. So, yeah, that's interesting. Let's see here. What else we got? A little more Christmas music while we're waiting. little more Christmas music. Let's see what we got here. There you go. Welcome on in tonight, guys. Welcome on in. Once again, if you voted for Trump, or if you're MAGA, we'd like to have a conversation with you. Come on up. Also, guys, if you're not subscribed over on the Tube, please head over to the Tube and subscribe. I'd appreciate that if you would. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers. Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, if you're MAGA, and you'd like to discuss any of the subjects above or something else that's going on right now in politics, hop on up. Let's have a conversation. All right, once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box, or if you're MAGA, if you'd like to discuss what's going on, hop in. Let's have a conversation. We've already got nearly 300 people in here, and no one requesting up. I'd like to talk to you guys. So, let's see what else we got here. All right, let's see here. Mark. No, nobody's heard of him, the New York financier. All right. Once again, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. If you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. If you're a MAGA supporter, hop on up. Let's have a conversation. By the way, guys, appreciate you asking about Obi. Thank you very much. He's doing okay. Still, um, fairly sedated. The moment he's on some gabapentin to kind of keep him chill. The vets just want him to like not move much, and so he's snoozing next to me. So at the moment he's doing okay, guys. But I appreciate the support. Thank you. We're just gonna hope that he heals up well over the next couple of weeks. So thank you. I appreciate it. Well, all right. Let's see here. I am mildly shocked. Usually we've got somebody who'd like to have a conversation with us by this point in time. And wow, nobody. Holy cow. That's crazy. Let's see what we got here. Awful Madden Plays just comes in here like once a night to troll with the same message all the time. I've invited Awful Madden Plays up here to have like an actual conversation so many times, and they just don't. So, yeah. We did it. We beat MAGA. I don't think that's how it works. I wish it was how it works, but I don't think that's how it works, guys. So, but I wish. Oh. Let's see here. Someone on YouTube said another useless Democrat. Well, joke's on you. I'm not a Democrat. So there you go. Well, that's fun. Play Where Are You Christmas by the Pretty Reckless. I don't know that one. I'll have to listen to it. I gotta screen songs before I just play them up here. I have a very curated style. Okay, I'm not saying it's not a good song. I haven't heard it. I've gotta do that. So all right. Let's see. Maybe we finally got someone to talk to here. Let's see who we got. Patrick, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay. How old are you? What state did you vote in?
18 in Massachusetts.
18. What year were you born?
2007.
Okay. You want to talk about one of the subjects above or something else that Donald Trump's doing right now?
Well, I don't really want to like argue that much. I honestly just want to like get your standpoint. I'm not really necessarily on the left or right. I just want to like just wonder, why do you stand where you are politically, and I can share my opinion as well.
I mean, I'm not really into like monologuing political opinions up here. It's not really what I do. But progressivism is all about moving forward. It's about moving forward in the world, about being willing to be open to new ideas and being willing to accept that things that didn't work before, the old way of doing things, we have to leave them behind and move forward. And so, wanting to constantly improve the human condition and constantly improve people's lives, that's progressivism. Conservatism is trying to stay and do the same thing over and over and just stay in the past. And it's literally the definition of conservatism, is just trying to remain doing the same thing. And that's not a model to move forward in our lives. So that's all.
Okay, got it. Just about like, for example, like immigration, right? So, do you think, like, what are your thoughts on immigration overall? Because there's a lot of people, for example, who come here illegally, legally, what are your thoughts on legal immigrants versus illegal immigrants? Because in my opinion, I think that although some of them obviously are looking for a better life, some also, are bad people, right? It's just like anything, right? It's just kind of why you have like security at like an airport, right? It's like
Sure,
most
except for
people
the
are
fact,
good, right?
right? But let me. I'll help you out with this, my friend. Because if you genuinely want to know, if we look at the statistics, like for example, do you know how many unalivings were committed by undocumented immigrants last year? Total
I
in the
don't know.
entirety. So this is total for the entirety of the United States. And let's say that we have an estimate from DHS, right, about how many of them are total in the country. Not how many of them came in the last 4 years, but total in the country as of 2024. There's somewhere in the neighborhood of like 16 million, 17 million probably total. And that's because they tallied it up over like 40 years. That's about how many people have come into our country, okay? Give or take.
Okay. Yep.
If you took it, let's say we took the lower number. And the reason I'm going to take the lower number is because it would even help your case, okay? This would
Mhm.
help your case.
Mhm.
If we took it 16 million instead of 17 million and we
Yep.
said, okay, how many unalivings were there in the United States by undocumented immigrants last year? There were 29 total out of 16 million people. If
Mhm.
those 16 million people were a country unto
Yep.
themselves, they would
Mhm.
be the safest country in the entire world. That's how little violent crime these people commit. And so I'm not concerned about the amount of violent crime that they commit because statistically, in raw data, they don't commit crime. These people don't want to commit crime because they don't want to get sent back to where they're from. If you commit a
Mhm.
crime, dude, you live here in I live in Massachusetts too. Like, if you don't
Oh,
mind me,
really?
like, what part of the state do you live in? I'm North Shore. I'm like at the 93, 95 interchange. Like, where are you at?
I'm just to the east of Boston, the suburbs.
Okay, cool. You mean west, I assume. Or no, are you
Uh,
saying just to the east of Boston? Or are you
you're
in?
just
Are you in? Or you must be. What are you in? East Boston,
I'm
Charlestown?
just to the east.
Yeah.
Just to
Okay.
well, yeah. Well, I don't want to say specifically on here, but
Well, there's like literally only one or two places that you could be. But okay. Anyways, that's fine. We live 15 minutes from each other basically. Okay.
okay.
Uh, but um, but when you talk about this, like when you talk about this subject and you talk about immigration,
Yep.
it's like, dude, these people that are coming here, dude, they don't want to get caught. They don't want to go to prison because if they go to prison, they're gonna get deported. That's immediately what's gonna happen. And so they don't want to commit crime. And on the whole, their numbers of crime are so low, it's absolutely fucking absurd. I'm far more concerned about um your average American citizen committing crime than I am about undocumented immigrants because, again, statistically, the numbers that we get from the FBI, from DHS, from CBP, from anyone who tracks their crime rate, it's so ridiculously low that we shouldn't even be worried about it. I agree that we need to have rules. I agree that we should have a border. I agree that we should have a system. The problem is that every time that we've tried to improve the system to make it better for people who should get in and better to keep people out that shouldn't be here, the Republicans step in and fuck it up. And the case in point being the Langford bill that the Biden administration tried to pass that Donald Trump single-handedly shot down. That bill was written by the second most conservative member in Congress, in the Senate, I should say.
Oh, really?
In the Senate. James Langford is his name. He's from Oklahoma. You can look him up. He has the second most conservative voting record in all of the Senate. He authored the bill.
Yep.
People like Lindsey Graham and Mitch McConnell were saying, this is the most comprehensive border reform we've had in 60 years. Let's pass it. But Donald Trump said, I want to run on immigration. Don't pass it. And he killed it. And now we have nothing. And that bill would have added 1,500 immigration judges. It would have made sure that, for example, if there are people coming here seeking asylum that shouldn't be seeking asylum, they could get adjudicated and sent back home way quicker, like in a quarter of the time than they are right now. Different things like that we absolutely should be doing. Like, let's send the
Yep.
people back that shouldn't be here. I agree with you.
Yeah.
That's fine, right?
Yep.
Why aren't we doing that?
Yeah.
That's all.
Just a question. Do you like Obama?
I mean, overall, I thought he was a pretty good president, but there were certainly things that he did that I took issue with, that I didn't like. Because no president is perfect, and I don't worship politicians.
Oh yeah, me
like
too.
gods or anything like that. I think overall he was a good president. I think he did a very good job on a lot of different issues, and I think that there were some things that I would critique him on. Drone strikes, for example, being a major critique.
Okay.
And also I would critique him on his handling of Russia. Quite frankly, I didn't think he did a good enough job. With Russia in 2014, I think that could have been handled a little differently. Some different things, but overall, I thought he was fine.
Okay, fair enough. Well, from my work here is done. I think your chat is quite some things to say. For
Don't read the
the
chat,
small amount of time we've talked,
dude.
but-
Patrick, listen, don't read the chat, and listen. If all I'm saying to you, man, is if you genuinely want to learn, I don't know where your political sensibilities lie on the right, like at the moment right now. You're 18 years old, man. Like, I strongly recommend, because you got a lot. Hopefully, you got a lot of life in front of you, and I think you're going to learn a lot about life. I'm 42 years old. I've seen a few things.
Yeah.
I've been through some things. I own a business. I have a kid.
Really?
This
What business?
I can't say. You want to talk about?
Oh,
You
okay.
can't want to talk
Oh,
about
no, I'm
doxing
sorry, I'm
yourself.
sorry.
No, it's okay. You want to talk about doxing yourself? That wouldn't be great.
No, fair enough.
Especially because it's
Fair
in the city, and so I don't want to do that.
Fair enough.
But because I do, the more that I've done, the more business that I've done, becoming a parent, all these different things, none of those things made me more conservative. Quite frankly, the more that I see the Republican Party does, the more that I see them fucking up our economy, the more that I see them fucking up what happens socially in America. So, until they get their act together, I see no reason to vote for them. The last Republican that I was happy with, I think, was Charlie Baker here in Massachusetts.
Okay.
So,
My dad's a big fan of his as well.
he was fine. He was a good governor. He had reasonable policies. He was pro small business, and he didn't want to fuck around with people's personal lives. And he was just a reasonable guy. I was totally fine with that.
Yep. I don't really know a lot about him, considering I was like really young when he.
All right, rub it
was
in. Yeah, all
probably-
right,
but
thanks.
yeah.
Yeah, rub it in. Okay, cool, got it. But yeah, I don't know, man.
All right.
Anything else, or you want to talk about? Or?
No, that's honestly really it. I just wanted to hear an opinion.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, Patrick. If there's another time you'd like to come back up and talk, you can, feel free. And I hope you have a good rest of your night. Okay, man.
All right, you as well. I'll follow you actually.
Okay, man. Take care.
All right.
Bye. Okay. It's fine. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Chatting and answering some questions. You know what? What the hell? It's fine. Especially because we don't have anyone else to chat with at the moment, because Trump supporters seem to be few and far between at the moment. They do not want to come on up and have a chat with us. So, let's see. Check over here. Hope you guys are having a good evening. By the way, once again, if you're not already, please drop a follow on my main account. This is my backup account over here. Follow over on the tube. It's Politics with Matt over on the tube. It would be great if you guys could follow over there too. I would appreciate it. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. We're just about there actually, so that's gonna be loads of fun. So fantastic, delightful. And I see that some folks are asking on the tube how folks can get in. Guys, you do have to use TikTok. At the moment, still it's Politics of Matt on TikTok. So you can just request me over here, and you can join the live. Request up. There's two little people down here. You just click the button and request up. We are working on a solution though. With Discord, since we did just start dual streaming with the tube not that long ago, but now that we have it, I know that you guys would like to join in. I'm working on a solution where you guys can join up via Discord, so we can take guests from the tube. So we'll be doing that soon, and we'll be happy to have some more folks added in. Okay, so until then. Feel free to come on over to TikTok and join up that way if you'd like to chat. So, looking over here, yeah, come on up, Trump supporters. We are looking to talk, or if you're MAGA, if you voted Republican, any of you fine folks. I use that term lightly, but come on down. Come on down and see if who we've got here. Any of these fine folks who might want to come on up and have a conversation with us. Let's see. I'll tell you guys, the losses keep piling up for the Republicans. That is some crazy shit. The Miami, I think, was probably one of the most shocking ones. Donna, I said I used the term loosely. Rest in peace, Christy. I mean, that was a poor showing today. Did you guys see when she got clocked with the vet? Holy shit. That was bad. That was bad. Like that was bad for her. Like that was real bad. In fact, if you guys haven't seen that, we're gonna look at that real quick. Cause holy cow. Oh, she got absolutely toasted right there. Here we go. There was that one, and then there was the other one today, which I'll show. I've got two to show you guys. That'll be fun. So here, we'll check this one out. So, well, actually, here. So we'll start with this one. Here we go. And we'll pull this one up for you. All right. Actually, we'll start. You know what? Since I've got this, I happen to have this one right here. So this one. So this is Michael Glasheen. He is actually testifying in front of Congress about where Antifa headquarters are. And Benny Thompson absolutely, positively cooks him right here. And so I'd like you guys to enjoy this for a moment. Check this out. This is pretty good.
That's our primary concern right now.
All right, that's what President Trump did. What does the FBI say?
We share the same view. When you look at the data right now, you look at the domestic terrorist threat that we're facing. Right now, what I see from my position is that's the most immediate violent threat that we're facing on the domestic side.
So where is Antifa headquartered?
What we're doing right now with the organization,
Where in the United States does Antifa exist? If it's a terrorist organization and you've identified it as number one.
we are building out the infrastructure right now.
So what does that mean? We're trying to get the information. You say Antifa is a terrorist organization. Tell us as a committee, how did you come to that? Where do they exist? How many members do they have in the United States as of right now?
Well, that's very fluid. It's ongoing for us to understand that. The same, no different than Al Qaeda and ISIS.
No, I don't want you. I'll ask one question, sir. I just want you to tell us. If you said Antifa is the number one domestic terrorist organization operating in the United States, I just need to know where they are, how many people. I don't want a name. I don't want anything like that. Just how many people have you identified with the FBI that Antifa is made of?
Well, the investigations are active.
Sir, you wouldn't come to this committee and say something you can't prove. I know. I know you wouldn't do that. But you did.
That was brutal. I mean, he was struggling hard with trying to figure out how he was gonna answer. He was just like, he's like, where's Antifa headquarters? What's the count? How many of them are there in the United? Like, these would be things that if it was actually a domestic T group, they would know these things. They would know these things. They would, really and truly. Yes, that was a dog walking. Yes, here. Let's see here. And then we got Kristi Noem earlier. This one is going to you're gonna love this one right here. Oh, thank you, Chris. Our friend Crystal popped it over to me because I was trying to pull it up on the TikToks. Couldn't do that.
Madam Secretary, how many?
Hold on one second. Here, we'll put this one up for you. Here we go. I don't know why it does that in full screen now. It's so weird. Why does it do that? That's all right. There we go. We'll just make it big for you. All right, so this is Kristi Noem in her hearing earlier. Check this one out.
How many United States military veterans have you deported?
Sir, we have not deported U.S. citizens or military veterans.
I don't believe you served in the military. I haven't either, but I think you and I can agree that as Americans, we owe everything to those who have served our country in uniform, particularly those who have served in combat. Do you agree with that?
Sir, I believe that people that are in this United States that are citizens have legal status here.
Madam Secretary, we are joined on Zoom by a gentleman named Se-Jun Park. He is a United States Army combat veteran who was shot twice while serving our country in Panama in 1989. Like many veterans, he struggled with PTSD and substance abuse after his service. He was arrested in the 1990s for some minor drug offenses, nothing serious. He never hurt anyone besides himself, and he's been clean and sober for 14 years. He is a combat veteran, a Purple Heart recipient. He has sacrificed more for this country than most people ever have. Earlier this year, you deported him to Korea, a country he hasn't lived in since he was 7 years old. Will you join me in thanking Mr. Park for his service to our country?
Sir, I'm grateful for every single person that has served our country and follows our laws.
Can you please tell
Mr.
Mr. Park why you deported him?
Every one of them needs to be enforced.
That was an absolute. That was just an absolute beatdown. I can't. I was just like, oh, you haven't done that? Oh, here you go. That sucks for you. Like, here's some real-time fact-checking, Christy. So, yeah. Anyways, good times. So, just absolutely destroyed. We got someone in the box. Who we got here? Oh, God.
What's up?
Hello, Arsha. We tell everybody your age and your state, please.
Sure, I'm 19 years old. I live Valencia, California.
Okay. What did you want to talk about?
We want to talk about Donald Trump. So, in politics, Donald Trump he got lower higher price gas up. It was like $1.75 billion, and he wants to lower down price down $300.75 billion. If he wants to pay more mortgage. If Donald Trump wants to pay in a house and more mortgage, right? If he wants to if he wants to lower price down $325 billion, if he wants to pay more price up, lower it down. I think he wants to pay more because the government they give him the money because they totally agree to effect Donald Trump wants to pay more money the government and he wants to a mortgage uh, they want to pay more mortgage the government the gas and the all these presidents and Biden they give him the tariffs to pay more mortgage. So what do you think, Matt? Because they want
What you
to
just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Arsha, no offense, man, but like everything you just said, none of it made sense, man. Like I'm not even sure. Like, what subject are you trying to talk about here?
they want to pay up the mortgage and
What
by
hold on.
administration
Time out. Stop. What mortgage are you talking about?
the gas lower higher $300.50 billion the for the price up goes down if the Donald Trump wants to pay the lower price down because they need the government give him more money and changes about other situation. They need to give him more money. Then uh Donald Trump he's the worst. Donald Trump he's the worst because he wants to pay more money and the government the tariffs they accept a payment the gas is going up higher. So he needs to pay more higher the gas. Like he wants to pay more mortgage the house. He wants to pay more mortgage the house. Because the fact is he wants to pay more mortgage and especially they need to lower higher. It was like $900 to $20 billion.
Arshas, I'm not following what you're saying. Are you?
He
When
wants
you say time out,
uh,
I need to
he
let's stop.
uh,
Stop. You keep saying the word mortgage. I'm not sure what you mean.
he wants to pay up lower higher the gas, and the government give him no chances money. the government, they said, "Oh, you cannot give him no chances. You have $10,000 in the mortgage," and they did not give him prove it. And Donald Trump's father said they Trump, he said, you need to keep um uh it was 5 months for mortgage, 5 months for mortgage, and if Donald Trump wants to go up higher, he wants to lower price down, like $20 per month. He wants to pay out $20 per month.
I, dude, I'm not. I'm really just. I'm not following what you're saying. I'm not. I'm not following what you're saying.
Okay, can I go first? Can I speak? What have I said?
I've been letting you speak, Arshash.
Okay, so I'm going to read. I'm going to repeat. It says Trump did not hurt the worst inflation in America history. The worst inflation occurred the World War, when the largest 12-month price occurs was
Yeah, it was in 19. It
23.7%.
was around 1920, 1919, 1920. That's when that happened. That was the worst inflation that in like recorded U.S. history that we saw.
And it was just overall inflation rose of 14.8%. Inflation had crumbled during the first half of former President Joe Biden's term, mainly due to the economic
Wait a second.
effect.
Time out. How high was the inflation during Joe Biden's term? How high did it get?
How high you said?
Yeah, how high did inflation reach in the United States under Joe Biden's term?
14.8%.
Wrong. It reached 9%.
9%. It was 9%.
It reached 14-ish% under Ronald Reagan in the 1980s because Reagan. But no, it was 9% under Joe Biden. So when we talk about inflation,
Mm-hmm.
who is to blame for that inflation?
I think that Donald Trump, he blamed the inflation because Donald Trump, he blamed the terrorism blame Trump, because if Trump wants to, inflation had climbed during the first President Joe Biden's terms, mainly due to the economic effect of the COVID-19 pandemic. 4 of the 12 month of a period, and in June 2022, the consumer price index increased 9.71%. That was the largest 12-month increase since the period ending November 1981.
Hey,
And
Arshash, I don't know what you're getting at. I don't need a history lesson. I know when we had the highest periods of inflation in U.S. history, bud.
And I saw it was Trump. He was inflation like 23.5% off because he wants to more pay it, more mortgage, because he wants to influence. So why is
Okay,
the
you
Donald
keep
Trump
saying the
want?
word mortgage. Are you talking about interest rates?
Yes, why does he
Okay,
need to
when
do
you
that?
need to say the word interest rates and not mortgage. Okay?
Okay,
Just
I
FYI.
want I want to say a mortgage. Why is he interest the inflation? Why is he inflation, Matt? Because if he wants inflation, then the gas is going up higher, because the price is going to be up higher. Why is he
That's
interest?
what inflation is.
No, it's not. But because
Inflation literally is when it's the cost of goods. It's the cost of your basket of goods. Inflation, the prices of those things increasing. That's inflation.
No, it is not. I could prove it to you, but I can see the track record, and I can see a track record is just interest, the inflation by the administrations, because they're lied to them. They're lied to them because they don't, because that it was June 12th, 2022. It was from 1981.
Oh,
It's
okay.
from interest.
Okay. Hey, I just want to make something clear. I think you need to work on your economic terminology, bud. This is a I'll read this for you. Inflation is the general increase in prices for goods and services over time, which decreases the purchasing power of money, meaning your money buys less than it used to. That's inflation. That's what I just said. It's the increase in the price for your basket of goods.
So why is it consumer purchasing power of money the meaning the buying less than consumer purchasing money? If the Donald Trump wants to pay the consumer purchasing money, that's up to it's up to him. That is up to his decisions.
Okay, you're saying that Donald Trump should be able to say when the interest rates go lower. That's what
Yes.
you're trying. Okay,
Yes.
God. Okay, we finally got there. Okay. No, he shouldn't.
Why he shouldn't?
Why should the president of the United States or any other politician be the one to determine what interest rates are in the United States? Why should they have the power to do that and not the Federal Reserve?
Well, because they need to purchasing the interesting.
Let me help you
Because
out. Let me help you out, Arshash. When inflation is rising, what do we do with interest rates?
to not to give them money of purchasing, not to give them not to give out without money.
Mm-hmm. So if inflation is already really high, right?
Yeah,
Inflation is really high.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. There's an inverse relationship between interest rates and inflation, right? The
yeah.
thing is that you can have a president like, I
Mhm.
don't know, hypothetically, like Donald Trump. He wants low interest rates because he wants good business deals for all of his billionaire buddies because they make more money when they can borrow money at a cheaper rate. Do you understand the math behind that?
Yeah.
Great. So if the president of the United States can go, hey, Federal Reserve, lower your interest rates, and they can just do it without looking at the consequences of it across the greater economy of the United States, that's a problem. Because that's the type of shit that while it will make him and his friends richer, it will hurt all of us normal Americans because it can fuck with inflation. Do you understand that? That's why the president of the United States shouldn't be the one deciding what interest rates are. That's why the Fed operates independently of the executive branch. They're still part of our government, but they operate independently of the executive branch. And that's the reason why, is because they shouldn't be beholden to politicians telling them when to raise and lower interest rates. Their only job should be trying to get our economy in the best health possible. That's why they raise and lower interest rates. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. So that's why we don't want the president of the United States, and I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Joe Biden or Barack Obama or George W. Bush or Donald Trump or Bill Clinton. I don't care who it is. I don't want the president to be the one in charge of running interest rates. I want the people in charge of interest rates to be just concerned about what's best for the U.S. economy, period, the end.
So you think you don't want the president who charges the running So you're telling me, right? You're telling me that you don't want any presents charging the Richard because the Richard is it hurt the people. Richard is the hurting people the president because Donald Trump he was a violent. Donald Trump he was a violent because he was an economic portion because he wants to talk to his Richard because he wants to talk to runners, business, economic portion, Democrats. Then he can do whatever he wants because he wants to go to his office. He was argument with the president because he was arguing with the president because I think Donald Trump he was very violent with a Richard. I think that Donald Trump
Who is Richard?
not the Richard. The president. Let me see. The president Charlie.
All right, hold on one sec, Arsha. While you look that up, I need to say a couple of thank yous. Thank you to Aaron for the 5 on Venmo. He says, "Bro, you earned this for translating whatever this is into a debate." Thanks, Aaron. And then thank you for the 10 on Venmo from Edward. Edward says, "I want to know how you decoded that Oh, sorry, Secret Squirrel. You guys put it at the beginning of your note, not at the end." Secret Squirrel says, "I want to know how you decoded that conversation." I don't know. That's here we are. By the way, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, you can hop up. We currently don't have anyone in the box. So who was it, Arsha? What's the Richard you were talking about?
Richard and Charlie Kirk. Richard Charlie Kirk.
Richard Charlie Kirk?
Yeah, Richard Charlie. He's the president.
What?
Charlie, he's the president. If you could look up, his name's Charlie. I think that his name is Charlie Baker. Charlie Baker.
Charlie Baker was the governor of Massachusetts?
Yeah, Massachusetts. Yeah.
What about him?
Because if the Charlie Baker, Massachusetts, if the Donald Trump wants to talk to him, then he wants to talk to him immediately Massachusetts, then they need to give him more that information because Charlie Baker he has the money for $335 billion for Charlie Baker give the pay to the Donald Trump because it was higher. It was higher, Matt. It was 3 higher. It was lower 1.555 lower price. So I think Donald Trump he likes to talk to President Charlie Baker because so can you help me figure out why is the Charlie Baker talking to Donald Trump?
No, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Because the Charlie Baker he was the president. Did he pay the taxes money to Charlie Baker? It was Massachusetts.
What?
Charlie Baker, he's the president. He's the United States. He moved to the government. He moved.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking. We can chat another time, dude. But I can't. I was really trying to work our way through this conversation because I was thinking that we could like reach the point where what you were saying would become clear, but yeah, no, I don't think so. So sorry. And you guys keep saying like drop him, don't guys. We don't have any. I don't have any other ops. There's no one else up to talk, and we've got over 550 people in here on the Tiki Talks. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you don't want me just sitting here staring at you guys, okay? We got 550 people here. So, like I said, Arshot, no, we're gonna not for now. So, we might Fish Taco Guy. We might see. The funny thing is that I see some. He was the only Trump supporter that we had. That's it. There's no one else who wants to get up and talk. I see some of you down in the chat here on the TikToks. Request on up. Request on up. Let's have a chat. Let's do it. Let's go. Yes, Fish Taco Guy. I mean, I understand that that a restart will help us hit the FYP again, but it's kind of like doing the whole thing and getting it all rolling again when we've got now nearly 600 people already. The whole thing, so would hoping that maybe, guys, if we can, we should be well over 100,000 likes though. If we can, let's tap our way to over 100,000 likes, please. That will definitely help us. That'll help us out. So if we can do that, that'd be great. And do your best with the gift goal and with everything, and we'll keep rolling, okay? And once again, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. Like I said, I see some of you guys down in the chat, and you don't seem to understand that you actually have to come up and talk to us. So, Van Perez, not making fun of anyone. I understand that his first language isn't English, and we've spoken many times. I was just trying to give him a chance to get his argument out there, and I was trying to help him with his terminology. Unfortunately, I couldn't get there. So, I'm not making fun of him at all. So, let's see who else we got there. All right, we'll see if we got someone else to chat. Barry, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump? Barry? Hello, Barry. All right, bye, Barry. Let's see what else we got here.
Do you?
Hi,
Vespa,
Kathleen.
what are you doing over there? Oh, Vespa, I'm so sad. Vespa, I'm so sad. I need my Vespa. Where's my Vespa? Where's my Vespa? Vespa! Vespa, get over here. Come on, get over here. Vespa, you come over here with me. Get over here. Vespa. Hey, I'll play.
That was an accident, obviously. Wait, Olive, why didn't you connect? Re-request, Olive. I clicked accept. You didn't connect. Re-request. Well, that was weird. It's our friend Olive.
Hi. I was confused. I heard sounds and I'm like, what is happening?
I don't know. That was weird. Wait, before we do anything, guys, if you're not following this account and you're like, I follow Olive, follow this account. Hit that plus sign right now. Everyone hit the plus sign. Look, I got hacked. I just noticed my backup account wasn't following. See, there we go. See, everyone do it right now. Look down and hit the plus sign. Olive got hacked, and everyone needs to bump this account up. So follow.
Thanks, Matt. No, I was scrolling through and I'm listening in and I'm like, what in the white woman?
That's actually a young man from Valencia, California. We've talked a number of times before.
Really?
I accepted our charge because I've had no ops tonight.
It's been rough out here. it's been pretty interesting. I went live for a little bit today, and all it was ad homs, and I'm like, it's fine. It's whatever at this point.
I am so surprised. They are usually so nice. I can't believe that they would say just insulting things to you and not just discuss politics. I am very shocked.
Look, I feel attacked. Okay, I don't want to hear. Yeah, no, and I mean, there's really not much for them to defend anymore when you think about it. Um, I mean, what? Christy Nome absolutely shat on herself today during her Senate hearing or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah. A house. I think it was the House, but yeah.
Yeah. Possibly the rumor through the grapevine is that what's his name? Shit. Glenn Youngkin might take her position.
Which I'm like, I don't know if that's that's
not
it's more of a lateral move.
Right. In the same direction. The Republicans still shot down the ACA extension, including their own health care bill or whatever the fuck they had going on.
It's absolutely, it's like some weird shit. Also, there's some people on the tube that think that they're like, this video is probably from days ago and get a life. Okay. Sure, guys. By the way, when I call out numbers of people watching, there's number of people watching over here on TikTok, and then there's also the number of people watching on the tube. So I understand that there's like 200-ish watching on the tube. Right now, we've got 550 people on TikTok. So just so you guys know, that's how this is going. So there you go. Now you guys know. Knowing is half the battle. Go, Joe.
Mm-hmm. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly. So, but we watched part of the Kristi Noem hearing, all of which where she got absolutely cooked with the vet video.
Yes.
And I could in real time I could see her clench. Like it was it's good for her that she's had so much done here structurally, because it masked the emotion that was probably happening there. That's probably like a benefit, I would imagine. I feel like if I had a bunch of Botox done, then if I was shocked, I would just be like, that. So I feel like that's kind of the same for her. But we watched that video, and then we also watched the video of Benny Thompson absolutely making that other guy look ridiculous when he's like, "Where's Antifa's headquarters? How many of them are there in the United States? Why don't you have this information about what you're calling a domestic tea group?"
Yeah. There was we watched it on C-SPAN on Blues Live this morning. They were talking about the National Guardsman who lost her life in DC, and the way the Republicans are constantly just trying to be like, it's fine that the Guardsmen were there in DC. They're minimizing the crime that's going on over there. It's just she was deployed and she kind of like was affected by her deployment. And I'm like, they shouldn't have been there whatsoever. It's so silly to me, and I have always echoed this. Military personnel will never, or non-military personnel nor non-military families will not understand the negative impact of deployments, whether that be through the National Guard or active duty, whatever the case might be. These people are used as pawns by our government. That's all they're used for. Being someone whose dad did 22 plus years in the Navy, being someone who lost her older brother in Syria back in 2015. It's really difficult. It's really hard. And I don't think people actually understand that.
I don't think they do. I don't think they understand a lot. I mean, that's putting it mildly, but that's, yeah. I don't know. Anyways, but absolutely fucking ridiculous. Yes, Trump didn't lower the flag for those National Guardsmen, which was interesting. Also, someone was asking why your voice is funny. On TikTok, there is a glitch that is happening. And unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. All you have to do is swipe out and swipe back in.
Oh, are you being
fix it.
sped up?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's always my favorite. I always make fun of Hector when it happens.
Yeah. I've heard that. I've heard it happen to Hector. It's pretty funny. So.
It's funny, you expect a nice low voice, and all of a sudden it's like, who the fuck ate a chipmunk?
Like, oh, hey, hang on. Do we have a person? Is this a person?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
No, Graham's a friendly.
Oh, Grams are friendly. Oh, okay. Graham, are you friendly?
I think he might be mad I outed him. Fuck.
Graham.
Sorry, guys, but it looks like I backdialed you.
What's that?
Yes, I'm a friendly.
I can't hear what you're saying. What did you say?
It looks like it was a backdial.
Oh, but no worries, man. No, all good. We appreciate you. Just got excited for a second, thinking it was maybe an op, but appreciate you, friend. Thanks.
I mean, if you want, maybe pull a reset at like the 45, but that's up to you, because again, I know. I know how painful it is and stuff like that. I just started cross streaming. And do you have a number on the tubes?
A number for
People to call in if they don't come up?
no, but because you know what I'm doing is I'm setting it up the Discord way.
Ah,
I'm doing that. I'm doing the Discord thing. So soon we're gonna do it because I want to make sure that I can still have other friends up with us and not just do one-on-ones. So
I was testing it out and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I can't do these calls by myself. I'm too scared. I don't know. I've been having a really hard time, especially with just the ad homs and stuff like that. I mean, I'm still pushing through. I'm still doing TikTok lives and stuff, but YouTube's a whole nother beast, and I only hear from what Ari gets, and I can't imagine all of that, happening at once. And Manny and I are just now getting comfortable into our new apartment that we got. So,
No, I listen. I totally get it. Absolutely understood. But no, I'm trying to test that now. I was actually just talking about it a little while ago because a lot of people over on the tube were like, "How do we talk?" And I was like, "Well, right now the only thing you can do is just come over to here and join up on the live." But I am working on it. That's how RTP does it, and different folks, and so and then that way, like I said, you can route the audio so that the guests here can hear it, and then the person coming in on the Discord server also can hear it, so that you can get the back and forth. Unlike with you guys who have listened to the voice over IP numbers, you'll know that we can all hear it here, but they can only hear the host because that's how the audio is being routed out. So, anyways,
there's a way to do it through a VoIP, but it costs money, and I don't know about you. After this account getting hacked, I don't know about monetizing anything on this app anymore.
I know it's such bullshit. Have you gotten anywhere with that?
All TikTok tells me is, well, if you want to secure your account, go into your profile. I can't get into my fucking profile. There's been do you know who Political Mom is?
Oh yeah, I heard about that too.
Yeah, she also got hacked, and then the difference is they didn't change her stuff. So when I got hacked, they deleted every one of my videos. They changed my name, and they bought followers for the account as well. Because as this came out, I was telling people, hey, unfollow, block the account, report it. Because I don't think I'm getting it back.
Right.
So, I don't know.
It just sucks. It's dumb. But, well, yeah. Well, anyways, guys, be careful out there on these TikTok streets because, you don't want that shit you really don't want that shit to happen.
Don't click that link, and then even if it's a friendly or someone like a content creator, do not click the link, report the account, and try to figure out to find their actual account or contact someone.
Exactly. And especially if you get something from one of their old accounts or anything like that, yeah, don't do it. So, yeah. Do we have any Trump supporters in here? Or anyone else who voted for Donald Trump who'd like to come on up and have a conversation with us? Oh wait, hold on. Do we have somebody here? Who's this? Brian, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
I hate to disappoint you, but I think the only person in the country that hates Donald Trump more than I do is Melania.
Damn.
Right?
That's
Yeah,
all right, bro. No worries. All good.
Unfortunately, I'm not a Trump mushroom gobbler. I do not wear the Donald Trump knee pads like so many people on the right do 24/7. I agree with you that Hegseth is a war criminal. I agree with you, Trump's a criminal. I agree MAGA is not Christian. In fact, all the people on the alt-right that call themselves Christians, the fact they would support a 34-count felon, liable abuser, makes them anti-Christian, actually. But they hide behind their religion because they're all a bunch of cowards.
Yep.
So
Wait, is this the Brian Shapiro?
Yeah, this is the guy who does the radio show and does Pierce Morgan regularly. Yeah,
Oh,
you're
hey.
talking.
Is that Brian Shapiro? Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, I've seen you. Very good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I should have known then that to ask you a silly question like that. Well, that was
Sometimes
dumb.
they call me Ben. Sometimes they call me Ben Shapiro, which couldn't be a worse thing to call me, but because that guy's a little weasel. But when I'm really bored and I'm feeling feisty, I go into these TikToks once in a while. But I was watching you and listening to you, and I wish there were more people like you, quite frankly, that were on the radio, because it's all right-wing conservative echo chamber bullshit. So, I wish there were more people.
Well, thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Also, you've come in on a night when we are just staring each other in the mirror. At this point, usually there's a little bit more interesting discourse happening on some level, and nobody wants to get up and defend anything, talk about anything. I'm sure maybe you've seen it as well, but it just seems like there is a real inflection point where people are just they don't want to defend things anymore, and we're scraping the bottom of the barrel with the hardcore MAGA. They're the only people left who are standing by him at this point.
Well, I agree with you. Think about this for a moment. They're ending the lives of people on boats with no evidence of anything. Donald Trump's, the whole Epstein stuff, we all know what's going on there. There's a reason why they're protecting Maxwell. So they can't really talk about that. They can't talk about the economy, even though Trump continues to lie, but inflation has gone up for the fifth month in a row. The private sector job growth, there is no private sector job growth. People are losing their jobs left and right. Make China great again. It's not making America great again. Everything is headed in the wrong direction, and he hasn't ended the war in the Ukraine. There is no peace in the Middle East. He hasn't kept any of his promises other than, pardoning a bunch of January 6th insurrectionists.
Yep.
So it's at this point, it's even tough for Caroline Leavitt to defend. Did you see what she said today about his hand? His hand is all bruised up and internal bleeding, and the response she gave was, well, he's just shaking a lot of hands. I mean, it's gotten to the point now where the lies are laughable. So it's impossible. You have to go through hula hoops to try to defend Orange Man.
She did not say that. That was what she said.
Swear to God, she did. It's my job. I had to watch that stupid press conference this morning. She was asked, "What's the deal with the president's hand? Are you ever going to tell us what's going on? Because it's all bandaged up in blue." She said, "I've already talked about this. It's because he shakes a lot of hands." So apparently, if you shake the president's hand, he'll bleed. I've never heard of that before. No matter how old you are, I've never heard of that before.
I just can't. Like, this is. It is. It. I don't. Okay. All right. That's. I mean. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. The thing, honestly. I didn't think that I could dislike a press secretary more than Sarah Huckabee Sanders. and yet here we are, Brian. And so that's where, like, her handling of the press is so unprofessional, and it's so fucked. I cannot. I mean, obviously, I also try very hard to watch as much of the press conferences as possible. Sometimes, though, I really have to go in and out and just try to catch highlights because it's oh my God.
I'll tell you who I liked. I agree with you. He's actually a friend of mine, Anthony Scaramucci. I love the Mooch, and I respect him a lot. Sean Spicer, obviously a liar and more of the Trump knee pads, but nowhere near as bad as Caroline, the liar Levitt. She wears that cross around her neck. She's a fake Christian. Her husband is the crypt keeper. What is he, like 105 years old? She's like the Anna Nicole Smith of politics. And, listen, her own campaign, she stole money from her own campaign. That was proven. She's a horrific human being, and she lies and she gets up there every single day. I don't know how these people look in the mirror. I understand she has a job to do. I get it. It's a difficult job. But the lying every single day is just, it's tiresome. It really is.
Brian, I know how. Oh, bye, Olive. Bye, friend. We'll see you later on, friend. Brian, I know how she I know how she does it. It's because she doesn't see a reflection.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose.
I think
but this is pretty much everybody. It's everybody in his administration, though. I mean, Marco Rubio, you remember all the things he said about Trump when he was running against him. Ted Cruz, all these Republicans, that's what bothers me more than anything. A lot of his followers are idiots, right? But these people that work for him, they know what a scumbag he is. It's the one time that maybe Marjorie Taylor Greene was telling the truth, where she said behind closed doors they all mock him and make fun of him and know what kind of an idiot he is, but they're also afraid of him and they don't want to lose power. These Republicans have no backbone. Not to defend Marjorie Taylor Greene, but the only Republicans that I've had respect for lately, I know Mitt Romney's not in office anymore, but him, the Adam Kinzingers, the Liz Cheneys, there are a few, but they are few and far between. These Republicans have no backbone. Mike Johnson is probably the biggest fake Christian on the planet. They're just horrific human beings, and it's getting harder and harder for me to debate these people. Not because I don't know how to debate, not because I don't know the facts, but I mean, I did 2 hours with Andrew Wilson last week. I don't know if you know who Andrew Wilson is. He's the guy who smokes cigarettes.
He ambushed me one night. I didn't know who he was. This was like 8 months ago. He ambushed me one night, and we talked for 45 minutes, and he put it up on his YouTube. And anyways, finish your story, and then I'll tell you. Tell me your experience. I'll tell you mine. We'll trade. You tell me yours.
Sure. So I debated him on Piers Morgan a few weeks ago, and I just thought, what a clown. The guy has to chain smoke in a national interview, so that was weird. I wasn't very familiar with him, and then he reached out to me, and he said he wanted to have a debate with me. I said, sure. It was supposed to be about Trump and his ethics. It turned into Andrew's ethics and where he gets his ethics from, and the whole thing was about abortion, and it was nothing about what we were supposed to be debating. And do you remember that video where he told that woman to lick sniz? I think you could say that on TikTok.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So
she clocked it.
So I had her on my show today, and we just did 45 minutes of just clowning him with his alcoholism and addiction to smoking, and she said some funny stuff. Anyway, long story short, the guy was DMing me all day today on Twitter, just rage DMing me. I was supposed to debate him in Phoenix at AmFest next week. He canceled. You know why he canceled? Because the Turning Point people don't want him there. Even Republicans hate him. You have to be really a bad person for Republicans not to credential you. They credentialed me. So it's like, but he's a perfect example of what we're talking about, right? We were just talking about Caroline Levitt.
Yep.
Fake Christian, hide behind your religion for your bigotry, misogynist pig, insecure, hates women. This is like par for the course for people on the far right. So these people, they hide behind their religion. Caroline Levitt and Andrew should get together. They have a lot in common.
No, I agree. So when I had started doing this back in January. So it's been just about a year that I've been doing this about 5 nights a week, and it was early on for me. It was probably in the end of February, beginning of March. He came in one night as a guest. I didn't know who he was. He's just a box and a name, and Andrew whatever username I didn't know, but he came in, and unbeknownst to me, of course, he's recording the whole thing, and he's posting it up on his YouTube, and I don't think he was prepared to have I think he took me as a mark that he was just going to have some bullshit conversation with. And then he found out that I own a business and I understand taxes and I understand GDP. And I started going into it with him. And this conversation I don't think it went the way that he wanted it to go. And and my main point was proving to him that GDP dropped at the end of 2019, which was before C-19. He kept arguing that it was because of C-19, and I'm like, you don't have your facts straight. You don't know what you're talking about. They didn't even announce it until December 31st. It wasn't told about to the United States communicate until the beginning of January. It's like couldn't have affected Q4 numbers, and we saw a drop in GDP for the first time in 72 months in this country. It's like we were heading towards a recession. Yeah. Economists agree. And he didn't like that when I was making the argument that the TCJA wasn't good. He also made the argument that the tax cuts for small businesses were life-changing. And I said, it's not life-changing. And we were arguing semantics over about the percentages. One of the interesting things about when he posted up that video was two things. Number one, he edited the end to make me look like an idiot. And, of course, he posted it 6 months after the fact, so I couldn't pull my version of it because we have versions here, and it was before I started streaming on the tube, so I didn't have that version to pull either. But neither here nor there, whatever, not the biggest deal. But the interesting thing is, if you go into the comment section of that video, even some of his people in that video, you'll find comments that are like, Andrew, I support you, but you're wrong about this. And I was like, no, don't worry, Brian, there's plenty of comments that are I'd say it's like 80% the other way, and they're also very anti-Semitic. Did you know that, Brian? Shocker, right?
Yes. So a lot of his fans are just like him. He makes a living doing what a lot of hateful people on the right do, like the Laura Loomers and the Candace Owens. Not all these people I hate. In fact, Tim Pool is a friend of mine. I think I disagree with him on a lot of issues, and I'm doing his show. When am I doing his show? Wednesday. But I don't think Tim Pool's a horrible guy. I think he did some things that I wouldn't have done. But then there are people like Andrew Wilson, and I'm not surprised he did that to you. Andrew is a very disingenuous guy. He's very insecure. He chain smokes to try to be a tough guy. And by the way, this is the argument I made about him yesterday. Every time he debates somebody, he always has to claim that he won. It's like a 10-year-old or an 11-year-old coming home from school saying, Mommy, Daddy, I won a debate today. Who does that, right? Let the listeners decide. But it's like he's such an insecure fool. He's not smart. He doesn't know the issues. He doesn't want to debate the issues in policy. He just wants to debate where his ethical system comes from. And he wants to talk about philosophy, which I told him today is fucking boring as hell. My listeners don't want to hear that. He's not a serious person. He's a very insecure guy, and even the right can't stand him. But, I debate people. I'd rather debate people I disagree with or have conversations with people that I disagree with than I agree with. But, man, it's really hard these days. It's really hard to have a good faith debate with anybody who still supports Donald Trump. As I call them, Trump mushroom gobblers. That's what they are. And it's few and far between. I mean, I can debate with Tim Pool and have a legitimate conversation with him, even though we'll disagree. There's a few others, but it's hard, man. I mean, I had Caroline Levitt on my show like a year ago, and she's the biggest spinning liar I've ever spoken to in my life. It's unbelievable. It's insane. I debated Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, I've debated a lot of these idiots. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. did my show. Vivek Ramaswamy. These are, Tina Peters, who's in jail right now. I mean,
no, Ryan, she's getting pardoned. Didn't you hear? She's getting pardoned. But even though it was state charges, she's gonna get a pardon somehow, some way.
That woman, you could go on my YouTube page. It's at PTL Radio Show. I interviewed her a few months before she went to jail. She claimed she had Hunter Biden's laptop in her house. That's how crazy this woman is. And I'm going with it because I'm like, this woman is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She's legitimately crazy. Like her and Mike Lindell are like the same person. It's like these people are, him and his lumpy pillows. I hope I run into him at AmFest next week. But these people are just crazy. They're lunatics. But some of these people have large platforms, and that's what makes them dangerous. Because people believe them because they have large platforms. Myron Gaines is another one. I don't know if you know who Myron is, but a hateful guy.
Very.
I had to debate him in person in D.C. Last month, He's a different guy off the air or away from the stage. Completely different guy. Very quiet, well mannered, but he has a huge platform, and he's misogynist, and he's racist, and he's anti-Semitic, and these people are dangerous because there are a lot of people that are turning radicalized, turning white supremacists. I mean, I'm sure you saw the Jubilee with Mehdi Hassan.
That was
I mean,
insane.
those people are nuts.
That was insane. I mean, to be honest with you, number one, the things of those people were insane. Number two, I don't think my respect for Mehdi Hassan could have grown anymore, and it did. I was like, that was, I thought that was masterful, quite frankly, what he did. But
yeah, I think Mehdi, and I was wrong about Mehdi. I'm not always right. I make mistakes. About a year ago, I thought Mehdi was anti-Semitic because, God, he always talks against Israel. But then as I did my homework and I realized I was wrong. Mehdi Hassan is not anti-Semitic. And by the way, it's not anti-Semitic to criticize the Israeli government. Now, I am pro-Israel, but I'm not pro-Israeli government. I think Benjamin Netanyahu is horrible, and I think he's played Donald Trump just like every other evil dictator, out there. I don't know if I wouldn't put Benjamin Netanyahu on the list of like Putin or Kim Jong-un, but certainly he's committed war crimes, and Donald Trump seems to love dictators, and that's another thing. Roll out the red carpet for Vladimir Putin. Where did that get us? On American soil.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about a disgrace. Inviting Al-Qaeda leaders to the White House. How about the Saudi prince? He invites him to the White House and treats him like gold. I mean, it's really...
We're standing there taking pictures with the Qataris and the different people who helped fund 9/11. I mean, we've got you're just like, okay, I guess this is all like, okay, we're just doing this now, and it's all in furtherance of you just building a bunch more real estate developments in the Middle East. Cool, great.
Matt, do you remember when Obama bowed to some of the Saudi leaders, and then just did a bow, and then Republicans were talking about it for years?
Hey,
I can't believe he bowed.
Brian, the other night we pulled the clip, and this was even worse. Okay, do you want to talk about scandal? We pulled the clip of when Obama went to a burger place and got Dijon mustard on his burger. It was on. They talked about it on Sean Hannity that night.
The dad bod, Sean Hannity, what a disingenuous boob that guy is. Think about all the programming after 5 p.m. on Fox News. People actually get their news from Jesse Waters, that rat, or the evil racist witch, Laura Ingraham. I mean, or Jessica Tarnoff, I think, is wonderful. I think she does a very, very good job. Yeah, very intelligent. I'm a little disappointed with the CNN programming. As much as and Chris Cuomo's turned into a complete buffoon, but I used to watch Don Lemon and I used to watch Cuomo, and it's really hard for me to watch Abby Phillips and that douchebag Scott Jennings.
Oh, Brian, I don't know why you got a restriction. I have to bring you down. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I don't know why. I'm sorry. It's themes that some may find uncomfortable. Brian, I apologize. I was having a delightful time talking to you. I'm really sorry. I also don't want you to get a violation. Yeah, I know, right? TikTok. Brian, listen, I just want to say thank you so much for coming up. It was a real pleasure to talk to you.
Sure.
I'm following you, and anytime you'd like to come up and say hello, feel free. It's a real pleasure. Thank you.
Nice to meet you too, my friend. You got it.
All right. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate you. Have a good night.
Sure. You too.
Man, what a damn it, stupid TikTok. I bet that was one of their stupid AI things. Probably something dumb that he said or some name. That was stupid. Can we get W's in the chat for Brian? W's in the chat for Brian. Thick has a question. Thick, come on up. Let's chat. Come on, say hello. Thank you, Brian. Thanks for popping in. That was cool. We've never talked with our friend Brian before. Thick, what's up?
Hey, Matt. And this is more a question for, I guess, you and everyone here. We all know that like Andrew Tate is like the peak masculinity, right? Like we can all agree that like when he talks about like men's issues and things that involve men, like we all just know that like he's the. Is it gay to have a girlfriend now?
Wait, what?
Is it gay? Is it gay to have a girlfriend?
Wait, it's what does it say?
It says, let's get this loud and clear. In 2025, if you have a girlfriend, you're gay.
Stop it.
I'll send you the picture. Hold on.
What is happening?
I sent it to you. I'm confused.
Okay. All right, here. Hold on. Incoming. Let me make this loud and clear. If you're a straight man with a girlfriend in 2025, you're gay.
Look, I am confused. Fellas in the chat. If you're a femme presenting person or a lady, you can just tune out for a second. Fellas, is it gay to like women now? Can I get one? Give me a one in the chat if it's gay to like women now.
Thick. Do I buy a rainbow flag now?
I don't know. There's a couple ones. Davo, I don't count you. Your answer doesn't count.
I
don't know. I don't understand.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Pride was already fun, but like, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, baby. I'm in.
Wait, is this Andrew Tate like telling us all that he's like attracted to a non-binary person, and like this is how he's like coming to grips with the fact that he's not straight? I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It's like he's like laying the groundwork for it now. It's like, just so you know, guys, just so you know, if that's gay.
I heard somebody say this. I was like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. This is real. It's real. it's real.
I can't believe it. Someone said, wait, I'm bi. What does that mean for me? And someone said, is that true for women? I don't know. We'd have to ask. I guess we'd have to ask Andrew about that. I don't know. That's weird.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Andrew Tate has lost his. He didn't have one to begin with. Jack and Piper's mom. He didn't have a soul to begin with. That's not a. That wasn't a thing. By the way, guys, it's been a while, but if you did vote for Donald Trump, would you come up and talk to us? That'd be great. If there are any of you who aren't afraid to come on up here and do that. We have 675 people in here, give or take, and you guys are just not coming up. So, wowzers. No, Ty, not you. Not you, Ty. Yeah, no thanks. So yeah, dude, high school band name, dude. Like, what do you just come in to just like troll, and then you're like, dude, it like invite you up and what did someone say? Popcorn's banned. Popcorn's perma-banned. You guys know that. So yes, I know that Ty is in the box. I don't want to talk to Ty. So That's why.
I mean, if he brings high up only for me to kick him because fuck Ty.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. Here, high school band name. You're just stop coming in here and trolling and then not getting up. Like, I would let you chat if you got up every once in a while, but you don't. So there's that. Hey, by the way, thank you to Allie for the 5 on Cash App. Said they're super scared of you, LMAO. I mean, it feels that way sometimes, but thank you, Allie. Appreciate that. No, I'm not ableist at all. I just don't like you, Ty. I don't know any other way to say that.
Well, Ty, it's not ableist for not wanting to talk to a white supremacist.
Exactly. That's.
I mean, well, I guess you could make the argument that as a white supremacist, you are there's a learning disability of some kind. So I guess technically, if you wanted to make that argument, but I don't think that's the argument you would want to make.
I don't think so. High school band name came up and then left. Okay. All right. Well, that was fun. Great talk. Cool. Ty says, I've changed my views. I have learned and changed, so I can't better myself.
No, Ty, let me make something fundamentally clear. If you have to tell people that you've changed your views, if you have to be like, no, guys, I'm a different person now. No, you're not.
Just telling white supremacists they're a minority make them mad? I hope so, because it's true. All right. Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. Let's have a chat. Let's have a conversation. It'd be great. Also, hey, if you're not already following my main account and my backup account, make sure you drop some follows. You should follow our friend Thick over here. That would be great. I'd happily take a guest here with our friend Thick, but we don't have any that we want to talk to. So, that's don't worry. Promise. We can do a guest. We would need one that we want to actually have a conversation with first. Drop a follow over on the on the tube. It's Politics with Matt. We've just gotten over 1,000 subscribers, which is great. Watch for a couple of minutes. Drop a like. Drop a comment. We appreciate your help with the algo. And could this be a Trump supporter? Maybe. Probably. Corbin, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Corbin, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Cool. All right. Well, anyways, have a good night.
Talk about performance anxiety.
Man, you were here. You're on the big stage, bud. That was wham. Cool. Well, this is loads of fun. So great. Corbin Dallas, the multipass.
Leela Dallas multipass.
Leela Dallas pass. Yes, thank you. I knew you would. Thank you. Appreciate that.
What I don't appreciate, Matt, is 2 weeks out from Christmas, swiping in here and hearing you blasting Christmas music.
Hearing me blast what?
Christmas music.
Because it's Christmas time.
Look,
you don't.
No, bah humbug. It starts earlier and earlier every year. Christmas music should start the week of at the most.
No, I've had a set threshold my entire life. I've never moved it. It's after Thanksgiving, you're allowed to play Christmas music. Thanksgiving to Christmas, and I've never moved it, and it's worked really well for me. So I adhere by a strict. I've never moved it earlier. It's never crept away. It's just always been the exact same thing. So I feel like it's my personal boundary, and I stick to it. So
I'm just not a Christmas person. That's all.
All right, that's fine, dude. I mean, if you're like that, I enjoy the Christmas. So, just saying.
Dress up for Halloween, it's fine, but I'm going to start scaring kids in August. It's a problem.
I mean, you're more than welcome to. I just, the legalities of these things we should discuss. No Saint Nicholas. I mean, I feel like you could convince him.
I'm a Halloween girly. That's my holiday. I like the spoopy stuff.
It's fine. I'm a tried and true Christmas fan. Always have been. Christmas is my jam. So it's all good. I'll make up for Thick's lack of holiday spirit here. It's totally fine. It's all good. So I'm here.
I did just binge all of Welcome to Derry, so kind of riding that Halloweenish high right now.
You're really trying. You're like,
it's so good.
Have you watched Stranger Things?
Yes, I am caught up.
I'm not. I haven't watched the final season here. Can you just
it's like mid-season break right now. I think the next episode comes out on Christmas.
Okay, right, yeah, or whatever it is, however much has come out so far. But can I get just a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Yeah, no spoilers. Don't worry, Neely. I haven't seen it.
No, I have a strict no spoiler policy when it comes to shit. So I will hunt a person down over spoilers.
We can trust. We can trust Thick. Don't worry. I trust Thick. I just wanted a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
I give people a year before I start talking about stuff. I'm enjoying it so far. It feels a little more. It feels a little more mature in the the depiction of violence and stuff like that. Because there's a couple more very graphic scenes, especially in the later half of the first half. But so far, yeah, it's pretty good.
Cool. Okay, good. That's good. I've just been kind of hopeful that they would wrap it up well and it would be fun. So, okay, cool. All right, that's all. That's all I want to know. I'm planning on watching it soon, or I might binge it on my way. I'm going out of town for Christmas, so I might binge it on my way, there. So we'll see. So I don't know. Haven't decided. Well, gonna play it by hand, play it by ear. So, yeah, good times. Also, I've been playing Super Mario Galaxy 2 with my daughter. Which has been loads of fun. I forgot, because the last time I played it was when it was on the Wii. I fucking forgot. This is a really fucking guys. You can laugh. You guys can in the chat can laugh at me all you want. It's a really fucking fun game.
Oh no, yeah, it's a very fun game. I'm laughing because if you've ever played if you've played Super Mario Galaxy 2, and you're chronically online, it's funny that you mentioned that after I came up here and asked the comment regarding Tate's tweet, because if you watch the opening title sequence of Super Mario Galaxy, when the letters pop up on screen, there are stars that flash on the letters that spell out "You are Mr. Gay." I shit you not.
Shut up.
I shit you not. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. This is a thing. This is a real thing.
I'm gonna need a source on that right
This
now.
is okay.
I know I'm doing it.
I got you.
I know I'm
just look up Super Mario Galaxy. You are Mr. Gay. I swear to God, this is a real thing.
Oh my God. Okay, hold please.
There's actually something
All right, you guys. Are you ready? You ready for this? Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see if Thick is messing with us.
interesting about the Super Mario Galaxy logo that you might not have seen before. Do you see it? If you look here, some of the letters have a shine on them. And if you look at every letter that has a shine and take out every other letter, what you get is a hidden message from Nintendo. You're Mr. Gay. There's actually something
And on Super Mario Galaxy 2, it asks you, are you Mr. Gay? It's just in the way that the letters like flash when they come on screen.
My God, man. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a deep dive on that one. Wow.
I feel like it's in the same vein as like Disney animators when they would sneak in
Yes, like in Little Mermaid,
just like
and
wild shit.
Yes.
Yeah, like into the animations.
Yeah. By the way, that shit was real. Anyway, like that was some real shit. There was the Dick Spires and the Little Mermaid, and there was the sex in Lion King, and there was some shit. You guys don't even know. Some of you guys don't even know. Oh, by the way, Thick, thank you very much for that. I can't wait to show my 9-year-old tomorrow. Well, I want her to be the cool kid at school. You know, I want to be able to go. Want to go in and be like, guys, did you know? You know, that's what. No, it's fine. We've worked on we've done other Easter eggs first. Obviously, we played all of Ocarina of Time together, and so you know there was that. Obviously, we played all of Breath of the Wild together, all of Tears of the Kingdom together, Echoes of Wisdom together. So we've worked our ways through some games. So she is aware of Easter eggs. So we're doing our best here. W Ocarina is fucking right. Fucking right. Don't you talk shit. If you talk shit about Ocarina of Time, immediate block.
That's valid.
Like, you think I'm joking? You fuck right off. Fuck right. Twilight Princess is a good game. I really, really would like a Twilight Princess remake, because another one of those games I do still like have my Wii, but I seem to recall that like the sensor bar thing on it wasn't quite right anymore. I don't know, like, and also I'm not gonna go like drag it out and do connectors and the whole thing. Can they just do a remake of Twilight Princess for the Switch? That would be great. I would love to do it. Shut the fuck up. Majora's Mask was not better than Ocarina of Time. It was just a fucking DLC basically. Okay.
My only fear, if Nintendo were to do like a remaster or something like that, is they're going to do what they have done with the most like recent like Metroid game that come out for the Switch too. So so for starters, I don't own a Switch 2. I thought about buying one, but like nah.
I don't.
Evidently, for the new Metroid game, part of it involves you getting to like ride around the desert on a bike, and if you do, it's just completely like silent in the background except for like the whirring of the bike that you're on. And if you want to listen to music, you have to go buy an amiibo. Yep, this is a thing. It is just the shittiest cash grab by Nintendo.
Oh man, I hope that backfires so spectacularly on them, because like it's already the cost of the fucking games of them and different shit, and I was already kind of pissed off because I had promised my daughter when they announced Super Mario Galaxy 2 remake, because I already had Galaxy 1, and I was like, oh, we'll get Galaxy 2, and then I was like, you assholes, you've bundled it, and it's two games that have already come out, and I've got to pay $70 for it. I was like, really, guys? So it's like shit like that is already bad fucking enough. But then to be like, oh yeah, you want content in game that should just already be there. It's not like, oh, this is some super special add-on. Blah blah blah. It's like fucking music in the background. The fuck out of here.
It's all because of horse armor.
Yeah, it is. Oh, here we go. Oh, you're gonna let here you go. Just a chill guy. Hi, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 21 and I live in Texas.
Okay, did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, cool. Did you want to talk about one of the subjects above or something else that Donald Trump is doing right now?
Yeah.
Buffalo Bill?
What's that?
Is this Buffalo Bill?
It just might be, bro. It just might be. So which subject did you want to talk about?
Why is everybody saying Ricky?
What?
Why is everybody saying Ricky?
What?
Why is everybody saying Ricky in your comment section?
I don't know why.
I don't know. Ask them.
Yes, I would love to debate you, man. My first time coming across the channel.
Okay,
what's your opening statement?
Yeah.
You kind of look like Steve Carell.
Provide your opening statement, please.
Oh, okay. Well, I would like to think that Hexeth is not a war criminal.
That was your opening statement?
No, Hexeth is not a war criminal, and Trump is not with Epstein. I'm sure.
That's not really how an opening statement works in a debate.
Oh, teach me then, jackass. What did you go to college? Did you graduate high school?
Yeah, actually, I have 3 degrees.
You graduated high school?
I have three college level degrees.
Damn, man, congrats.
So, yes.
So teach me what opening statement is. I'm a little confused.
I mean, you said you wanted to debate, so I
do.
Assuming that
I do want to debate.
You would know how a formal debate would.
What are we doing? MLA format or?
That's not how debates work. An MLA refers to like written text. Although to be fair, I am much more partial to like Chicago style formatting.
All right, nerd. Can we debate, or are you going to just talk about ML format?
That's why I asked you for your opening statement.
But all right, give me a sec. I'm not going to look anything up. I want you to know that. Okay. So this would be my first chance to tell you about this case and introduce my party and outline the key facts. Explain the evidence that I'm presenting.
You just ChatGPT this?
No.
Yeah, you did.
I
mean, I'll go ahead and I'll agree with you right off the bat. Personally, I don't think Hexeth is technically a war criminal, only because we're not actually at war with anybody. But he is a murderer.
No. No.
Yes, because the Geneva Convention, specifically Article or Protocol 1, which was added to the Geneva Convention in 1977. So the additional protocols that were added into the Geneva Convention specifically talk about and provide special provisions to civilians or non-combatants involved in any sort of conflict, specifically about how those civilians and non-combatants should be treated humanely, and that we should do anything and everything to avoid any kind of collateral damage when it comes to those. It goes very much into detail about the basic human treatment for all persons not taking part in hostilities. And given the fact that it is in fact a crime punishable under the UCMJ and as well as the Geneva Convention to not attack persons that are effectively clinging to life.
Boring.
Yeah, he's a murderer. And I would expect you, somebody who wanted to debate, to at least be able to provide some sort of articulate argument, clear, cogently, concisely, that would refute anything that I've just said.
Okay, I do want to debate, but you're kind of making me sleepy with all that. Just give me a
I
second.
mean, then go take a nap, Grandpa.
No,
It's not my
I'm
fault you
sorry.
keep up.
I'm gonna argue that. So you think that our enemies should be treated with the same
Hi,
respect?
I should also clarify as well. I'm a 14-year Army veteran with 4 combat deployments under my belt. We should set this context straight on the onset. So, do you think it's perfectly reasonable? If you want me to kick you from up here, I'll do that right now.
No, please don't.
If you're going to act like an insolent child, I'll just kick you. Would you want me to kick you?
No, 14 years though. Where'd you serve, man? I appreciate you for
Iraq, Afghanistan. I was stationed at Fort Stewart, Fort Carson, and Fort Cavazos. I was with 5-7 Cav, 410 Cav, 2-7 Cav, 3rd Cavalry Regiment, and I was an NCOA instructor.
God, I bet you get a lot of whoopings.
Beard Baseball, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump? Beard Baseball, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump? Hello? Okay, I'll take that as a no. Anyways, sorry, Ricky. Keep going. Sorry, Ricky. Keep going.
Have anything coherent to say?
Yes. I just would like you to stop flexing on me from all your accomplishments. And how old are you, by the way?
Okay, I've stopped flexing on you.
Fucking weird. That's Ricky Martin, by the way.
He's fallen off.
Yeah, I know, right? He does the voice changer thing. It's so weird. He comes up on so many different accounts.
Ricky could have been my hero, but was that Ricky Martin? I Can Be Your Hero? Was that Ricky Martin? No, that was Iglesias.
Yeah, it was Ricky. No.
Rick Rolling in the year of our Lord 2025?
Bro. No.
Men should be lonelier.
Ricky. Ricky.
Hello?
We already said no. Go away, Ricky. Dear God, man. He really did that.
No offense, guys, but men aren't funny.
Let's see. Beard Baseball, I'm not letting you back up to Rickroll everybody. I mean, you already played your hand. Sorry. Matthew.
Hey, hello.
Hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes, I did.
How old are you? What state did you vote in?
21.
Hi, Ricky. This is my life now. Just dealing with Ricky accounts. David in the Discord in Nemo's Discord says that Ricky loves me. I mean, guys, I think we might be. It's entirely possible. That's where we're at. I think it's entirely possible.
Every day I consider, every day there's like a 5-minute period where I'll just be working, and I'm like, you know what? I could probably go live right now and just run a live throughout the middle of the day while I'm working, and then I pop up on panels at night, and then I have to see what you guys deal with it. I'm just like, absolutely not. No. My blood pressure is probably already high enough. I don't need to deal with that.
I know, right? It's so much better. Oh, Beard Baseball, no. You rickrolled everybody. I'm not gonna let you up again. No. Nemo wasn't feeling well. He has sore throat. Poor guy. So he's not hanging out. So funny because people ask Nemo, they're like, why don't you do your own lives? Why don't you do your own lives? And I'm like, and Nemo I think is just like, because this is better. Because not having to, deal with all of the things is the smarter move. Like,
I also feel like Nemo, not to say that, he's incapable of it, but I feel like Nemo is probably like restraining himself while he's on other people's lives. Like, I get the vibe that if Nemo were to run his own live, he would crash out very hard.
I honestly, I say this. And this is like I take great pride in this. I feel like I think we get a very authentic version here. I think that you guys get to like here. This is like that's the most authentic that you're getting Nemo. Like because he's like he knows that I don't care. I'm like, you go for it, dude. Like say what you want to say, do what you want to do. Like let's fucking go. And I think that we get that most thing, but he might even be more unrestrained if he did his own live. Jackson, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump? God damn, dude. How many accounts does this guy have?
He just wants to be included so bad.
I think you guys are right. I think he does have a thing for me. Also, he was calling me Steve Carell because he thought that it was some kind of like insult or joke. And I'm like, Steve Carell is like a super fucking attractive guy. Like, especially now I'm like...
He's aged very, very well.
Yeah. And then he's like, you're calling another man attractive? I was like, yeah. Like, you can't just objectively like be like, oh, that guy's that's an attractive guy. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? God, you're really insecure, aren't you, bud? Like, really insecure. If anyone else that isn't Ricky Martin on a different account would like to come up and have a conversation, feel free. Oh, wow. The demon they did? Holy cow. Look at that guy. He's saying crazy things. All right. Take a chill pill for a couple of minutes. Sinrillium. I know you're not a real person, but I try to get you to come on up here, so. Oh, look. You're not in the invites. I can't bring you up. This is so surprising. Who would have guessed? Anyways, request on up if you voted for Donald Trump. We do have 700 people in here, so it would be great if one of you guys decided to come and have a conversation. That would be fun. You need the Ricky Tan clip from Rush Hour 2 for Ricky. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Let's see here. Let's see. Someone on the tube said, hey, let's drop this guy. We're giving him views and he's calling us insecure while playing music over our voices. I'm don't giving him the money for views. That's fucking awesome. That's hilarious. You don't have to announce your departure over there. It's not an airport. You can just leave. It's fine. Oh, any ops, box up. Come on, say hi. Let's have a chat. This might be a friendly, but we'll check anyways. Let's see. Barbara, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Barbara. Barbara just realized what was happening.
You could hear the panic in that in that disconnect.
Oh man. I don't know who Sean is, Julie. I don't know Sean. Maybe I should, but I don't know Sean. So
I know a Sean.
I mean,
I don't know necessarily that.
Yeah. And they are coming to get you, Barbara. Yeah, we can get over 200,000 likes. That'd be helpful. That'll probably push us back out to the FYP for sure. We should do a We should do a Zelda live one day. Maybe one of these days I'll do a playthrough of Ocarina of Time with you guys or something like that. That'd be a lot of fun. So, yeah.
I know Dan recently started doing I think Super Mario 64.
Oh, really?
He started a playthrough on that on his like evening lives whenever people weren't popping up.
That's fun. I think we should. I think maybe we should do that. My Switch is right on the other side of that wall. Probably be pretty easy to hop it up. Yeah, OOT is fucking great. No, we won't be. Jason, I would not be doing any speed runs. Okay, no speed runs for me. No, it would just be fun. It'd be fun to play, and kind of like talk through it. I've played it enough times now. It would be. I think it would be fun. To just kind of, and maybe I don't know. I mean, probably there would only be maybe 20 of you that would be interested in that, but I don't care. So that could be fun. That would be maybe something enjoyable for us to do at some point in time, because I love chatting about that stuff and talking about it, and this generally isn't the time or the place, because I feel like 700 of you are here more for the political debate space. So, let's see. These folks want to chat. Barefoot, hi. Cool. This is our night. Okay. Jasmine, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
They are not sending their best.
It's not sending. Midwest Progressive, to be fair, at least 30 people in here are just Ricky. It's true. Our numbers might be a little skewed tonight. That's true. We're even low for normal. I hate to think that it's even lower than actually. Yeah, that sucks. Oh boy, here we go. Joshua, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump? There you go. Man. Ricky needs a friend. He does need a friend. Why doesn't he have a friend? Ricky, why don't you have any friends? I know, guys. I know you want me to restart. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just debating, I guess. Yeah, I guess we should restart. I guess we should restart. It's true. No, Maureen. You're in timeout for making me hear that in my head. Timeout. Absolutely not. Go straight to jail. All right, we'll do one more of Ricky. One more Ricky. Hi, Caleb. Did you vote for Donald Trump? There you go. But this can't be. Couldn't have switched accounts that fast.
It would be impressive.
Lou, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Depende cómo te guste el caramel. Vamos a.
All right, guys. We'll do a restart, but only if you all pinky swear to come back. We pinky swear? Pinky swear. Jason, I don't know what even is tonight. I don't know. Tyga is back? I thought we banned like both of his accounts, cuz you guys paid to ban him, so all right, pinky swear. You guys are all coming back. That's great. All right, we'll go down just for a minute. When we come back, tap the screen, tap the screen, do the live goal, do all the good things. Make sure you're following our friend Thick over here. Obviously, make sure you're following this account so that you can come right back with us. Make sure you're following our friend Thick. I'll see you guys in like a minute. I just need a minute. Also, if you're on the tube, The stream is going to go down for just a second as well, and we'll be back up on a new stream in just a minute.